before its cameras fell silent forever, before Voyager 1 drifted into the endless quiet of interstellar space, with its eyes closed for good, it captured one final sequence of images that would change how humanity sees itself. On February 14th, 1990, from nearly 6 billion kilometers away, the spacecraft turned back one last time and photographed our entire solar system as a scattering of faint points of light against the darkness. These 60 frames became the only portrait ever taken of our planetary neighborhood from beyond its borders. But those distant specks hide worlds Voyager once revealed in breathtaking detail during its fleeting close encounters. In this video, we will examine every image in that final mosaic, then journey back through the mission's raw archives to reconstruct stabilized flyby sequences from the original photographs. What emerges is a profound contrast between the intimate views Voyager once achieved and the humble dots it left us with in its parting glance. On that Valentine's Day in 1990, Voyager 1 had already ventured farther than any machine before it, outward bound at a distance, where light from the sun takes over 8 hours to arrive, weakened and cold. The cameras were never meant for such a task, optimized instead for the vivid close-ups of swirling clouds and ringed horizons. Yet the opportunity to glimpse the solar system from the outside proved irresistible, a chance no future mission might repeat for centuries. Engineers faced immense challenges, planets scattered across a wide swath of sky, most dimmed to near invisibility, or drowned in solar glare scattering through the optics. Still, the attempt proceeded, a quiet act of defiance against the vastness. With systems warmed and calibrated over hours, Voyager 1 pivoted methodically, its narrow and wide-angle lenses capturing frame after frame across the ecliptic plane and beyond. The result was a mosaic of extraordinary humility. Venus as a delicate crescent shard, Earth reduced to a solitary pale blue fraction of a pixel caught in a scattered sunbeam, Jupiter and Saturn as the brightest beacons, Uranus and Neptune as elongated ghostly traces from the spacecraft's motion during long exposures. The sun itself appeared not as the dominant force of our days, but as a brilliant point spiked by diffraction. Mercury and Mars vanished entirely, lost to glare and optical scatter, leaving gaps that underscore the portrait's fragile completeness. Assembled into the solar system family portrait, these images stand as humanity's farthest self-reflection, a view no human eye will likely match for generations. Yet to grasp their full weight, we must revisit the worlds Voyager knew intimately. By processing terabytes of archived raw frames, stabilizing sequences, and reconstructing approach timelines, the close-up realities behind each distant dot come alive with startling clarity. What Voyager saw up close transforms those final faint points into echoes of dynamic, violent, and strangely familiar places. In the family portrait, Neptune registers as a faint, elongated blue trace, the outermost visible world where sunlight arrives after a 4-hour journey, too feeble to illuminate much. This marks the only view Voyager 1 ever obtained of Neptune. Its twin, Voyager 2, however, achieved the historic close pass on August 25, 1989, skimming just 4,950 kilometers above the turbulent cloud deck. There, it encountered a planet lashed by supersonic winds exceeding 2,100 kilometers per hour, massive anticyclones roaming the atmosphere, and a dynamic system far more active than anticipated. Iconic processed views show the great dark spot and scooping clouds, but the raw sequences reveal raw chaos in motion. Here is that original footage, stabilized and accelerated into a flyby revelation. That brief encounter remains humanity's sole direct glimpse of Neptune, now forever reduced in the portrait to a whispering smudge on the edge of detection. Sweeping inward, Uranus appears similarly as a pale, stretched cyan fleck, another ice giant Voyager 1 observed only from afar. Again, Voyager 2 provided the intimate portrait, approaching within 81,500 kilometers on January 24, 1986. Initial impressions suggested a serene, featureless orb, but deeper analysis exposed subtle bands and a tilted magnetic field wildly offset from the rotation axis. The extreme 98-degree axial tilt creates seasons lasting decades, with poles plunged into prolonged darkness or endless day. Voyager captured it during a quiescent phase, yet later observations confirmed emerging storms and hazes as the geometry shifted. The raw images, when sequenced and stabilized, unveil a world of quiet power beneath the calm facade. Behind that single distorted pixel lies an obliquely spinning giant, its rings faint and dark, its moons fractured and reshaped by ancient cataclysms. Closer still in the mosaic, Saturn shines as the most prominent bright point, outshining all others in reflected light. Both Voyagers explored this ringed marvel. Voyager 1 in November 1980, Voyager 2 in August 1981. The encounters exposed intricate ring structures, braids, spokes, and divisions, along with atmospheric hexagons and hurricane-like storms. Voyager 1's path prioritized a dive past Titan, sacrificing further planetary targets for revelations about that hazy, organic-rich moon with lakes of methane and a thick nitrogen veil. Gravity flung it out of the ecliptic, while Voyager 2 preserved alignment for the ice giants. Thousands of frames captured the ring's edge-on and face-on, shimmering with embedded moonlets shepherding particles. The Voyager 2 sequence, stabilized into fluid motion, arguably captures the system's ethereal beauty most vividly. Beyond Saturn toward the inner system, the portrait reveals absences, Mars entirely missing, its thin crescent phase overwhelmed by scattered sunlight within the camera, and Mercury too engulfed in solar brilliance to resolve. Yet the sun dominates one dedicated frame, no longer a life-giving disk but a star-like point with diffraction spikes, the farthest photograph ever of our parent star from outside the major planet's realm. Inward further, Jupiter emerges as another luminous dot, second only to Saturn in brightness. Both spacecraft visited in 1979, uncovering a realm of relentless turbulence, banded clouds racing in opposing jets, lightning flashes in shadowed belts, and the enduring Great Red Spot as a vortex spanning Earth-sized widths. Moons revealed extremes, Io's volcanic fury erupting plumes hundreds of kilometers high, Europa's cracked ice hinting at subsurface oceans. Raw frames from Voyager 1's March approach, sequenced and stabilized, convey the sheer scale and violence with unmatched immediacy. At the heart of the mosaic lies the most poignant speck. Earth, a mere 0.12 pixel suspended in a ray of diffracted sunlight. No close flyby occurred. Both Voyagers launched on escape trajectories in 1977. Yet an earlier distant shot from 1977 framed Earth and Moon together for the first time. 13 years on, this final view diminishes our world to insignificance amid emptiness. Every ocean, mountain, forest, and human endeavor compressed into that fragile mote. It evokes a profound solitude, reminding us of shared vulnerability on this solitary oasis. Finally, nearest the sun in the portrait, Venus gleams as a slender crescent, its perpetual cloud shroud reflecting light efficiently even from billions of kilometers. No Voyager visited. Priorities lay outward. This lone frame captures the innermost visible planet, completing the mosaic before the cameras powered down eternally. The shutdown conserved dwindling power for instruments probing the heliopause and beyond, ensuring data on interstellar fields and particles over imaging void. Every sequence shown here derives from Voyager's active imaging era. Those final dots mark the end of visual exploration. Today, Both Voyagers press onward into the interstellar medium, signals weakening yet persistent, carrying humanity's reach across billions of kilometers. Their paths diverge through the galaxy's quiet expanse, silent witnesses to cosmic scales. What worlds might future explorers reveal when they finally turn cameras back from even greater distances? That pale blue dot endures as our only known harbor of life. Cherish it, protect it, and perhaps one day venture far enough to see it anew in the darkness. If this journey through Voyager's farewell moved you, subscribe for more explorations of our cosmic story. Share your thoughts in the comments on what that distant view means to you, and pass this on to someone who needs reminding of our place among the stars. Together, we keep looking outward,